to be the best magnet we can be, we need to be in resonance with our environment.
Highly sensitive people tend to give out a lot of fear. That's why they're attracting a lot of fear. What you get is what you give. Everything is energy. Why are you afraid is because of its past. I'm also highly sensitive people too, but I'm highly sensitive to kindness, generosity, and care. You have a choice, just imagine there are only two switches, love and fear. Do you want to be highly sensitive with fear, or do you want to be sensitive with love?
Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. If you've ever wanted more abundance and money in your life, then do we have the Angels, Mystics, and Money show for you. Today I'll be talking with Ken Honda, the worldwide best-selling author of Happy Money. And that's just what I want to talk with you about today, about the mystic connection to money from the other side of the veil and what it means for you. So welcome back to the show, Ken. Are you ready to shine?
Woohoo! Michael, how are you? It's been a while. I miss you guys. So thank you for inviting me back. That means you didn't dislike me.
No, love is not even strong enough a word. So I was driving back. I always do a lot of preparation for an interview. Today I was driving back in my RV from Lake Placid, and I heard you have to ask him about mystics and money. And so I had no idea, we just spoke a little bit off air, that you have this huge mystical connection. So we're going to dive in there today. But before we do that, do you have a money angel?
I think I do, and in fact, a lot of them. And I love sending money angels to the people who are in need and who believe in money angels.
Is a money angel, I know a little bit about your backstory. Did a money angel help you in life, or did you kind of negotiate an agreement with a money angel?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it's not in the past tense. It's an ongoing thing that I have in my life, and I'm being blessed by so many people, and I should say so many angels, and they're helping me in so many different ways in my life.
Can you share more?
So many angels are the archetypes that my mentor taught me a while ago. In fact, a few decades ago. Now, I went into this mystic training in my late 20s,
Mhm.
and I before then I never knew there's a world out there, the almost like a totally different world that we don't see outside of what's going on. But when you pay a close attention to what's going on in life,
Mhm.
you definitely notice something if you are more sensitive to what's going on, which is energy world.
Mhm.
And for the past few interviews, we've touched very lightly on the surface of happy money and introduced people the idea that money has energy. But to me, it's just a beginning, But some people feel so scared of just even taking a little peek on what's in there. So today with Michael, I'm guiding you, inviting you to the other side uh, uh, over this door.
So let's go there. In fact, right now I'm teaching a course which I'm using the name of Madame Blavatsky's course from her book from over 100 years ago called Isis Unveiled, meaning to go to the other side of the veil. So can you take
Mm.
me to the other side of the veil? What is, when you say we just scratched the surface a little, what do you really mean on the other side of the veil that money is energy?
So, you know, I'm not talking about something that people cannot believe easily. So I will talk about that anybody who doesn't believe in angel or like a mystic world, you know, even if you don't believe in those things, you feel that somebody is upset with you and then pay you the money, like alimony payment.
Mm-hmm.
or there's a lawsuit settlement, you know that they're upset with the money that's given to you. So and not, you cannot feel so happy about that when you receive unhappy money, because you know that they're angry with you, and but they have to pay for that anyway. So we feel energy. That we feel there is something called energy,
Mm-hmm.
mostly emotional energy. It's easily spotted when somebody's angry. Say in a restaurant, you can feel it. And if somebody is so angry, you don't want to be near him or her. So you try to probably stay away from the table. If you have a choice, do you want to be sitting in a restaurant right next to the couple who's fighting so heavily? Probably not, because you don't like this upsetting energy near you. And on the other hand, you might bump into somebody who has a very relaxed energy. So when you around your grandmother, say grandfather, or somebody who has a peace of mind, he or she has a interesting effect of calming people's heart.
Yeah.
So when you're around those people, you feel more gentle with yourself, you feel more peaceful, you're in this loving energy. So, if you notice or not, there is this energy field, and today I want to talk more about what's going on in the other side of the world.
So let's do that though. Then, can you take us into the energy field? And what does this mean?
So, um, it doesn't really matter if you notice or not. We are living in the flow of energy. So when you wake up in the morning, do you feel like you're in the cocoon of happy energy, or do you just find yourself in a war zone? Some people feel right after, just 2 seconds after you get up in the morning, you feel like you're so rushed and you have to brush your teeth and just change and then go to work.
Mm.
It's almost like you're taking to this slaughterhouse. Yeah, I don't want to go, but I have to go because it's work. So energy wise, what I can say is almost like you're dripping your life force energy. It's like when you're soaked wet,
Mm-hmm.
you're dripping water to the ground.
You're leaking.
Nice. Yeah, leaking. So you have a lot of energy leaks if you do what you don't like. So that's why you feel so tired after 8 or 9 hours of sleep. Still, you're supposed to be fully charged if it's a battery, but your battery is draining if you don't, if you are not in the flow of the right energy for you. So the energy is very interesting because people thrive. Some people thrive in a city environment
Mm-hmm.
where others people just wither. And the same thing goes when some people are in, like, say, Hawaii, people feel they're in heaven. And for some people who love New York, Hong Kong, those, the city people, city mouse, cannot enjoy a country mouse
Yeah.
lifestyle. So it's because your energy and the environment energy are different. So if you don't find the right place for you, you feel so miserable. So people know it, sort of instinctively. That's why people try to choose their own place. And if you don't know where to fit, that is the start of misery.
I want to get to a relationship with money from an energetic point of view.
Hmm.
Does money have a soul?
Money doesn't have any soul. Money is just pure energy. So as a metal gets attracted to this magnet,
Mm-hmm.
money gets attracted to magnetic people or magnetic things. So that's why a lot of people, like young people, ask me, Ken, why is it that some very bad, vicious people attract money and they end up being very rich? My answer to that is like money doesn't judge people. Money doesn't judge if it's good people or bad people. The money energy gets attracted to magnetic people. And some bad people
Yeah.
are very magnetic. Some people may judge it as a bad thing, but some, like bad people, like
Hmm.
bad guys, bad women, they have very attractive energy, right? So money gets attracted to the magnetic people. So unless you have certain kind of magnet, you cannot attract money. That's why very, very nice, sincere people, some of them don't attract money at all because they don't have the right magnet. And if you just think of relationships,
Hmm.
it's easier. It's nothing to do with how they look. I have a friend of mine. He's not good looking. He's short and he's fat,
Yeah.
but somehow he has this natural a magnetic power to women, and he attracts all kinds of women, not just a model, super model type of women, but he somehow attracts all the women. And I have a guy who's very well trained and very nice body, tall, handsome, rich, but he doesn't have this attraction. So it's interesting how certain people attract partners and others don't at all.
So let's go. I want to take all of the different pieces. There's so many cool things to go after here, Ken.
Sure.
First off, geography. So I just drove back from Lake Placid, New York,
Mm-hmm.
which was so incredibly peaceful, to here just
Mm-hmm.
outside New York City, where all of a sudden
Mm.
we crossed from upstate New York into New
Mm-hmm.
Jersey, and everybody's cutting themselves off, right? Kitty, kitty here, I'm attractive magnet. Everybody
Yeah.
is just cutting themselves off left and right. And it
Mm-hmm.
makes me think to be the best magnet we can be, we need to be in resonance, vibrational harmony with our environment. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's why I teach Feng Shui
Yep.
to create the right energy for you. As you can see, everything is thematical, right? And also, I have a different color for different rooms for different occasions.
Have you ever done feng shui for an RV?
Not yet, but the principles are the same. The only thing when you're in that environment, do you feel your heart is opening up
Yeah.
or closing down? So when you find your environment to be soothing, exciting, that means something is great.
Yeah.
So it's as easy as that.
What are some, thank you. And I'll talk to you later about the RV and how we can feng shui this up
Hmm.
because we could use a little help with that. What are some of the other areas that we can work on to become more of a magnet or a magnetic personality? And one of the challenges that I hear is a lot of people listening to the show are empaths,
Hmm.
very energetically sensitive,
Mm.
which means there's a concern of putting themselves out there too much of what they may attract.
Yes, yes. I understand that many of my clients are feeling the same way, highly sensitive people. So they're afraid of attracting the wrong thing.
Yes.
They're afraid of attracting wrong people,
Hmm.
criticism,
Yep.
and some negative energy to their field. So that's why they cannot write a book. They cannot put up a new coaching program,
Hmm.
you know, something like that. So first of all, you have to really know what kind of energy you're emitting, because what you get is what you get, what you give. So what you gave in the past is coming back to you. So you have to be aware of what's going on in your life. If you're sending out a lot of love, you receive a lot of love. Highly sensitive people tend to give out a lot of fear. That's why they're attracting a lot of fear. So, if you feel comfortable in a society or among friends or in a crowd, and if you feel so much love, I call it love
Hmm.
bubble, and then surround yourself with a lot of fun, like pinkish, goldish energy around you. Nothing hurts you. And then you bump into the best people, when you think best people in town, and then they want your service and they're so happy to see you because they've been looking for somebody like you for years. So then everything is energy. So why are you afraid? is because of its past. You've been hurt, you've been judged, you've been criticized. That's why you immediately think. So the next encounter of new energy could be bad
Hmm.
because something foreign, something outside of you, something, whatever comes into your energy field could be potentially hazardous. But unless you change that idea, highly sensitive people have to live in a cocoon with fear. But think about it. Also highly sensitive people too, but I'm highly sensitive to kindness, generosity, and care. So if you're highly sensitive to people's generosity, you attract a lot of them in your life. So highly sensitive people, uh, you have a choice. Just imagine there are only two switches: love and fear. Do you want to be highly sensitive with fear, or do you want to be sensitive with love? Some highly sensitive people focus too much on fear. That's why you're picking up a lot of fear around your people.
There's an interesting correlation that I'm making here, which may be completely bogus. But we talked about quote unquote bad people. And I don't believe there is good and bad. There are people who make different choices this lifetime, but we're all energy, having an energetic experience in human form. But those people that play the bad role often seem to have more money than those that play the quote good role. Why is it? Is it the fear that is allowing they don't have as much fear so they're able to attract the money better? Or let's get to the crux of it. Why are so many good people without the money?
It's because they are not interested. It's because they don't care about money as much as other like so-called bad people, right? Some bad people are obsessed with money energy. So just think about it. If you're just collecting baseball cards, and if you're so into it, you want to make sure you get the collection right. And if other people are not, I like the cars, but I'm not so, I'm not like so picky about those. So I guess, the ones who are very eager to get those cars will get them. So that's all. It's nothing to do with people being good, with a good heart or bad heart. It's just about the volume of energy of attachment to money. So think about it. If it's like collecting pebbles or seashells, whoever wants to collect pebbles in your house, just think about it. If somebody loves collecting pebbles from a riverside and then stuck them in a closet, and then when you open the closet, all the pebbles come out. Like, how stupid is that? But if they're obsessed with pebbles, they must have a lot of pebbles in the closet. That's like money. I'm using a lot of analogy, so I hope you can get it.
Thank you. And I've got to say, this is the first time ever, and I've done over, I don't know, over 2,000 plus shows of various kinds at this point. This is the first time ever that Sir Meowsers has chosen to be on camera like this during the show.
Oh,
So
really?
he is loving your energy, loving it, loving it, loving it. All right.
And
We
uh, has some presence too. Yeah, because uh, he or she is hiding, half of you. I'm here.
Yes, he is definitely making his he'd be very proud Sir Meowsers right now.
Welcome to the show. We're talking about energy. I hope he feels comfortable in between us because he is feeling something between the chemistry, the
Yes.
energy field that we are creating.
So let's go there. And I'm gonna keep diving deep. And if you want to steer us in a different direction,
Uh
mysticism
huh.
and money, feel free to take the reins. We
Sure.
are in an interesting time period. And I
Hmm.
believe we all chose to incarnate at this time period for some sort of great shift. And I'd love to get your take on that. Money seems to have an interesting role because it at least seems, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, that democracy has gone awry in favor of those with the deepest pockets. Those with the deepest influence seem to be making the biggest shifts on the planet. And we need to take back the reins, I believe, if we are going to help humanity, at least on the earth, to make it through this time period. So, what's going on from an energetic point of view? And what does that
Yes.
have to do with money?
So, the last time there was a big recession in 1929,
Mhm.
a lot of wealth was sucked up to the wealthiest people. So if I think there is a statistic, something like if the top 1% absorbs more than 25% of the whole wealth, the system gets
Mhm.
tippled because uh,
Toppled.
that, yeah, toppled, yes. So that means that even you're the wealthiest person on planet, you don't spend money. You cannot eat like 20 times a day. You cannot have 20,000 cars, in your parking lot. You may live in a mansion, but wealthy people don't consume as much as 100,000 other people. So as a result, economy stumbles. And the same thing is happening. I think it could happen any second. I'm assuming that there will be a big setback economically, because look at the history of economy for the past 50 years and 100 years and 400 years of capitalism. We've been looking for uh, the frontier, and then all the factories moved to Mexico. And if Mexican wages are getting higher, it went down to other Central American
Mhm.
and South American and Asian countries, and now Africa is the last place. So the history of capitalism was based on exploitation of cheap labor, and then uh, if certain countries are exploited enough, as a whole, the country could move up. So it's been the history like that, and it's been this way since the colonial age in 1800. So, but the whole system, we're almost seeing the end of this tunnel, the
Mhm.
end of the road of capitalism, because we cannot keep exploiting from other people. It's almost like we're exploiting from left hand. So this right hand is saying like, I own you. You have to work at a certain wage because I'm better. And then left hand believes, okay, I work like two times as hard and
Mhm.
then get the same amount of pay. And that is a history of capitalism. So this whole energy that wealthy people get wealthy because they're good at attracting money. So think about it. If you have 10 million US dollars, the money will keep rolling. And then real estate and stock market, the $10 million become $20 million in a few years. But if you're just getting by, making both ends meet barely, how can you increase your net worth? So that is a secret of present capitalism, and and the system is so wrong in terms of fairness. But that has been the history, and that has been the rules of money. But the rules of money will be upset, over the next at most 5 years. It could happen within a few months,
So,
and then when that happens,
yes.
a lot of things would be different.
All right, we're going there. We're going to just keep pulling on this thread. Does this mean if you have a little money, that
Mm-hmm.
in your opinion, it should be in, say, gold rather than in traditional currencies? Or is it Bitcoin? Or how do we prepare for this? And then let's talk about the spiritual significance and preparing on the inside so that we can become
Mm-hmm.
magnets during this time. The Rockefellers got incredibly rich when we
Mm-hmm.
had a major economic downturn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm not suggesting you should buy gold right now to feel secure. The real security is in you, because whoever you are
Mhm.
is the magnet, not the gold. So when the economy goes bad, you have to know you are the source of the magnet. And if you're a coach, if you're a restaurant owner, whatever that is, You attract people, not the money. So whatever you do is a source of magnetic power. It's not in your bank account. So even the currency is different. Uh, look, we gotta live, right? We're gonna eat. We're gonna wear. We need to fix our teeth. We're gonna do everything. As long as human being survive, we do things. That means we need to move things, right? So we need to buy things from grocery store. We need food to grow. So there will be a lot of actions.
Mhm.
And when actions happen, the transaction of money happens too. So in the future, this flow of money will be different. So there will be no hedge. There may not be any hedge funds to be run because those people are not creating anything. So in the future, we'll be in a job that we are doing something to help other people. But meanwhile, there will be a lot of chaos because the it's like war. When everything is destroyed, you have to start creating from scratch, and that's why energy kicks in. You have to have the right peaceful energy to attract happy money, and unless you do that, you attract unhappy money. So if you just buy gold out of fear, that gold is a source of fear.
Mhm.
So whenever you take a look at the chunk of gold you bought, you see fear. That's why I'm not recommending people to buy gold or Bitcoin out of fear, because it symbolizes your scarcity mentality. So uh, unless you just do out of love, out of trust, whatever you buy to feel secure becomes a symbol of scarcity, ironically. So you have to be very careful what kind of energy you put out to a certain thing. So that's why people have a hard time leaving a boring job because they think that is a source of security. It's not.
How much can we rely or go to spirit or go to angels or go to guides during this time to help us make this internal energetic shift to fear to love?
So for me, angels and guys, invisible guys, are the cheerleaders. They're not doing anything. They just say, Michael, go. But you are the one who has to go get up.
Mhm.
You are the one who have to write books. You are the one who have to speak or make arrangements for this kind of show. So just think of it this way. If you want to be successful like Michael Sandler, you have to create an idea, the podcast, or TV shows, and you have to start organizing your schedule, organizing your equipment, and all the other things. It's nice that those angel guys are just cheering you up from the sky, but it's not helping you set up gear, right? So you have to do the work. It's great to have spiritual support, but it's not doing anything. It's helping you feel good, but you are the one who does the action. Like say, when I want to write a bestseller, angels don't write. They say, go, Cam, but they're not helping me to write. I have to do the writing. I have to be the guy who has to be creative and just start coming up with the ideas and negotiate with the publisher and just do the physical writing. So don't get it wrong. Angel guys, they're not here, so they cannot help you with practical things. And still, you are the one who has to do everything. But with the help of angels, does it help? Yes, because you feel like you're being uplifted energy wise. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything. Just, you sit on the couch and watch Netflix movies, and then somehow, oh, thank you, Angel, for writing a bestseller. It's not happening that way.
Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. You still have
Yes.
to do the work.
Yes, but I'm doing it so much because I have a lot of some psychic said I have like 1,000 angels helping me, and she could physically see that, and she's so right because I'm surrounded by so many entities helping me because they know I'm helping the humanity in a massive scale, and I'm so happy and proud of it. But it's nothing special because I love what I do, and they love watching people like me. So if you want to invite happy money energy into your life, you have to do something that and all the angels go like, yeah, hooray, can good, way to go. So that's like helping other people. So
So
you can make a lot of money by doing terrible things to other people, but you cannot keep doing that way and still have peace of mind. So you have a choice.
how do we make that? This brings it kind of full circle to the person who's
Hmm.
dripping or leaking their money energy. How do we make that leap of faith? Which I thought we would be further along once COVID started, because COVID, although for everyone, don't get me wrong, it's very, very serious. But I thought it would help us precipitate a new shift. Instead, we've tried to go back to the old. And I don't believe that's why COVID is here. COVID is a change maker for all of us.
Hmm.
But we've gone back into the rut. How do we make that leap of faith that I can do something else that I'm in resonance with, in alignment with, that will raise my energy enough that will help me to be able to help others and put the food on the table?
Hmm. It sounds like you're trying to scare people in a saying like leap of faith, meaning like you're blindfolded and just fall
I'm
off
not
from
trying to
the.
scare anybody, Ken.
Yeah, yeah,
People
no.
are
So the
scared enough.
yeah, the word like the leap of faith
Yes.
sounds oddly scary to me. You're blindfolded
Yep.
and then you have to fall off from the sky or the cliff. But for me, starting to have a first step for happy spiritual life is a very uh, deep and also fun thing to do. And it doesn't require any courage or any faith. Just think about it. I woke up so happy this morning because I could get to see you and Jessica, right? And your friendly friend on the show.
Sir
And
Meowsers.
yeah, that was sort of like a unexpected extra fun. But do you think I needed a courage? Do you need do you think I needed faith? Oh, I have to have faith to get up in the morning. I have to get up at 6 to meet Michael. No, I just woke up naturally because it was too much fun. So, uh, imagine this: if you're shifting from a money or energy dripping life into a very vibrant, happy life, wouldn't that be so great? Because you don't have to work another day that you don't like. You do whatever you follow your heart, and it's so enjoyable. People pay you 10 times as much money as you get used to get paid, and then people love you. And even though you go into a different country, people treat you as almost like your distant relative. What a great feeling! And do you need any courage to go into the world like that? You know, what you may need is just a simple curiosity. What would my life be so different if I step in the world of happy angels? Because they're welcoming you. Just come over here. There's a lot of fun and there's a lot of food on the table. You can eat as much as you want, and then people don't blame you. They don't judge you that you're getting fat. You can be anything. So, but the funny thing is, between these two worlds, there's a door,
Mhm.
and there's this doormat. And then when you step on the doormat, all the fear, all the unworthiness comes up, and then you feel like you're almost like telling yourself that you need faith, you need courage, you have to do incredible things to shift. But for me, all you have to do is just, I'm curious, what I'm going to be if I started this loving and also living fully.
There's a warmth that's coming across, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
There's a warmth that's coming across um, like a fireplace on a cool winter day.
Mm.
That's the energy that you're exuding right now. And something tells me it's this energy. It's shifting to this energetic sweetness with a focus on money. Like you said, if people don't want it, it's not going to come to you. But when you bring that kind, gentle, loving energy, rather than the, oh my God, excuse me, everybody, energy, that automatically starts to put you into more of a place of abundance.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, happy, abundant people are surrounded by angels. Now, all my angels are finding you so attractive, Michael. So just they're flying over to you, through Zoom. And I think, and I
Woohoo!
think by the time this interview is over, they'll reach your place.
I
So
like it.
they can fly faster than private jets.
I like it very much.
And the more fun thing is that um, it's not just all the angels. They don't have limited numbers. So, like say, if I have 1,000 happy angels with me,
Mhm.
and then 500 of them just go over there, I'll be left with only half of angels. No, it doesn't work that way. There are so millions of people, angels on this planet, so they're so happy and eager to work or play with you. So when somebody wakes up in this rhythm, and unfortunately there aren't so many people are in this happy world, all the angels are saying, okay, I found one, the yellow guy, we have to go there to help him because he's going to help so many other people enlighten. So when that happens, this is a ripple effect. When you wake up some people, they go like, whoa, I never knew that there's a heaven on this planet. And then that person wakes up and a lot of angels are helping him or her. And then the next and the next. So it's a chain reaction of happiness. And I think it's happening globally. So that's why I'm so excited about this. Hey guys, you got to wake up. People think they're living, when they wake up, they'll wake up to a bad dream. That's why they think you need courage, you need faith to be awakened. But the bad dreams are your life. You're living in a nightmare, actually, from my perspective.
Yeah.
Wake up because you're living in a world of fear, highly sensitive people. Don't focus your energy and frequency onto fear. Just try a different channel for fun, and then you see a whole different world.
Thank you. There's a concept I've been teaching, and I'm certainly not alone. I'm sure you're teaching it. People like Paul Selig and his guides are teaching it about going to an upper room,
Hmm.
about going and staying in a place or of a higher vibrational frequency.
Hmm.
How do you recommend people start to get to the upper room?
I don't use the term higher or lower
Mhm.
because, I mean, for me personally, I don't want to feel like I'm higher than you. So how about
Completely agree on that. Let's go with some different terminology.
so how about a different room? Because we're living in a different room. Some tidy, some so clean, others not so clean. So it's a different room, and some are decorated it with a fancy, interior. Others are very zen-like, very simple room. I have different room. This is more about European, high fun energy. I have a zen room in other place. But anyway, so choose your room. There are so many rooms. Don't get stuck in this glamour of spirituality. There are 10 doors, and it's all yours to choose. Do you want to live in a misery room? Because we were born here to experience a lot of different things. So maybe this life, you may choose to be miserable and then experience the misery of life. And it's almost like going to a theater, the movie house, that there are like 12 different rooms. And then you get to choose action movies like, bam, 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 and cars wrecking and, a lot of murders and romance. And some people want to have a very quiet movie, no gunshots, no cars, no screaming, just like a family, like a movie in Poland or Italy or Norway or whatever that is. very quiet. So the our world is made of like movie theaters. You can choose which room to be in. So if you happen to be in a miserable room, okay, I think I have enough. I'll go to a different room. So just get out of the room and just change the doors. There's no higher or lower. It's just preferences. So next time, you just choose a room with a lot of money if you want to.
Thank you. We talked off air, and you said that you have this psychic, mystic side of you.
Hmm.
What does that have to do with money?
I'm just asking angels to bring me the money and take out the money I have. The other day, I met up with this person at Clubhouse.
Mhm.
A total stranger. I happened to be in the room,
Yeah,
and she was running an orphanage house in Cambodia. She's a Japanese person, and I love what she does. So the next day, I was going to be interviewed by a magazine,
mhm.
very well magazine like Forbes, equivalent to Forbes in Japan. So I said to my group, I have a salon. Whoever wants to come and sit down with me for the interview, uh, just join me for the interview. And uh, the we have about almost like 150 people showed up,
Yeah.
each paying $50. And then we donated on plus that money, so we donated something like $10,000 for the orphanage, and the money came out of nowhere, right? Of course, I could have taken the money and buy a car or something, but the money, I asked the angel to bring it in with other people, and then the money is going to be wired to the Cambodia, and it's going to feed 30 orphans in Cambodia. And look at this. I haven't done much because I was going to be interviewed by. It's not a magazine. It's on Ken Honda bookstore, but it's the same thing. I was interviewed by this person, and then I was doing exactly the same thing. I'm not doing any sacrifice, and people are so interested in how I've been interviewed. So I'm not doing anything, and I was interviewed, and then people paid, and then 30 orphans can live off of the money for a while. So how cool is that? So from a practical standpoint, I'm just asking people for donations, and they did it. But with the help of angels, I'm doing it, and it's more fun. So I just ask my happy angels, please bring say 50 or 100 people to join me to support these orphans with me. Whoever gets excited about doing that, and all the 2 hour interview I did, everybody felt so happy because they enjoyed being with me, looking at how I interact with the interviewer, and at the same time, they could feed orphans in Cambodia. And how cool is that? So there's this practical side, there is this mystical side. So it's not that I meditate, the money comes in. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it does work that way from an energy perspective, but still, I have to write a mail, or I ask my staff to write a
Mhm.
mail. But you have to do certain things to make it happen. So don't take it too lightly, but don't take it too heavily.
Thank you. A few more things, then we'll dive into a meditation here ourselves.
Hmm.
Maybe money won't fall from the sky, but maybe we will feel better in the process.
Hmm.
Circulation is a lot of what you've been talking about today.
Yes.
About it going out and coming in, and the angels. You've sent the angels over to me, and I send them right back your way. What does circulation have to do with all of this?
So it's just the energy flow. It's happening between you and me. So people can feel that there's a tremendous respect from me to Michael. And I feel the same love and brotherhood type of energy and respect, mutual respect is happening between us, right?
Yes.
And people can feel it. We haven't met physically, And this is
Yet.
our third, fourth, yes, yeah, third, fourth meeting on Zoom. But I feel so close to you. The only thing I can do is I can hug you physically, but that's the only thing, right? Yes, I feel a deep connection with you. So people can feel it. So if you can feel what's going on between you and me, you can see that there could be an energy for your future clients, future customers, and future business partners. And if you can create the same energy with your new clients, they will love you. They fall in love with you, and they want to be close to you. They want to get a coaching session from you. They want to come to your restaurant. And if you own a cleaning store, one of my favorite story is one of my students owns a cleaning store, and his mom is such a popular person on the street. A lot of people come to her and without any dry cleaning, they're a dry cleaners, so they're supposed to drop off your clothes or shirts and scarves, but they come in to say hello and have a little chit chat in the store. How fun is that? So if you have that loving, fun energy to be around, you can be so super successful. It doesn't really matter if you're a restaurant owner or florist or masseuse or lawyer or doctor, you name it. People are attracted to who you are. So become that. If you just raise your vibration to that energy, people find it so hard to stay away from it. They want to be with you.
It sounds like what you're saying is before we set intention, or maybe in tandem with the focus on money, let's focus on having the most beautiful energy we can.
Mm-hmm.
And then, whether it's money, whether it's railroad trains, whether it's collecting MGs, whether it's supporting orphanages, we are able to do or attract all of that because of where our energy is at.
Mm-hmm. You said it so beautifully. So here comes the practical part. You have to do things that raise your energy, raise you up. It may be just looking at fun, cutie, movies on YouTube. It's not a waste of time. If it's charging you,
Yeah.
you should watch, cat rolling around. And if having a chat with your friends on Zoom raises you up, do that. You have to keep doing that to be charged. And if you're fully charged by your partner, by your kids, or by your parents and friends, you feel more generous, you feel more kind. But unfortunately, we get drained a lot of energy because of our kids, our parents, and partners, right? Husbands and wives. So you have to do something to keep your vibration happy. And that you're only responsible for that. Don't worry about the world. You are responsible for your own well being.
Thank you. So, on that note, a perfect segue. Where can people go, Ken, to find out more about your work and the Arigato Living Community?
Thank you for asking, Michael. You can find all the information at kenhonda.com.
Mhm.
I'm translating a lot of materials from Japanese to English. You can check your money personality types if you're a spender, gambler, warrior, and saver, and all kinds of things. And this Arigato Living Community is the one that I started for English speaking people. I have one of the largest online salon in Japan. We have about 12,000 membership, and we get together once a month, and I teach about happy money, how to invite more happy money, and sometimes spiritual, sometimes very practical business tips. And I do Q&As for the members on Salon. And we have about 500 people. We started a few weeks ago, and we're such an international community. Members come from 20 different countries, and numbers are increasing. So if you feel the call, just join us for the community. We charge only $8.88.
Oh, I
It's the
love it.
infinite numbers on the account, so anybody in the world can join. So that's what we do. So I'm so happy to share what I know, and eventually I want to meet you in person. So I will start traveling around the world.
Woohoo! And
Woohoo!
what I like, and we get to dive into a meditation here,
Mm-hmm.
is when we surround ourselves with like-minded souls
Mm-hmm.
going on the same journey, all enjoying the process of raising our energy and helping and circulating. It makes us feel so much better, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, spiraling upward and
Yes.
upwards, or
Mm-hmm.
from one room to the next, if that's a better way to put it.
Either way is fine, but as long as you know that you have to go up, you feel funny pressure. But if it's a different room, it's easier because you don't have to fly up.
Yeah. Thank you. Any last words of wisdom before we go into a meditation, Ken?
Thank you, Michael and Jessica. You are in my heart always, and listen to your podcast for my English studies. So my English is getting better because of your podcast. So I might sound like you because I'm learning English from your podcast. And so I want to bless you and Jessica and a cat and rooster or all the living things around you, and all the viewers. I send all my love and blessings and happy angels to you if you're willing to accept one. There's an infinite supply of angels, so just have one around you, and all you want is just ask for one. So just have fun. They don't give you, they don't send you bills, so you know they just feel so happy when you are happy.
Woohoo! Oh,
Woohoo!
thank you so much, Ken. Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Would you mind sharing a brief meditation, whatever you feel called?
Okay, so let's just do a very practical thing, and then also very deep because this is the beginning of a new world. So just relax and breathe out, and breathe in and out. So we're gonna go find to meet the right angel for you. So let's go take a very quick tour for this angelic world. So just imagine a door in front of you and just pull the door, turn the doorknob and pull the door, and then step into the next world. And this is the world of angels. And as you can see, angels, some of them are flying, some of them are running around. It's almost like a kindergarten place. And the energy is so warm and fun and full of energy. And as you can see, they're flying around, and then ask the right angel for you. Anybody who wants to play with me, come with me. And so they're going to say like me, 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 me. And then I'm sure there are at least four or five or a dozen trying to rush you. And they're kind of making line for you. And then, okay, maybe a few for now. And then whoever wants to come later, please join me. And thank all the angels, wave at them. They're waving at you. And just, whoa, this is a fun room. And they said, you can come back anytime when you need help, when you need support, when you feel lonely, when you feel depressed. Come to this room and play with us because we are just having fun 24/7. And they're just laughing and say, thank you. And I'm enjoying this room, and then thank the room, waving at them, and then just uh, gently shut the room and come back to your body. And make sure some angels are flying above you, sit right next to you like a cat, and just they're looking at you and with mischievous eyes. They're gonna play some mischiefs on you. So just enjoy their fun tricks for the next few days. That means they're real. They might bring you some unexpected money or fun coincidences and synchronicities. Fun synchronicities are usually the interesting proof that angels exist because they're playing fun mischief on you. Okay, so come back to your room and come back to your body. And breathe in. And breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. And gently open your eyes. And welcome to the new reality. You're going to have so much fun. So expect fun miracles for the next few days.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! How are you feeling?
Happy Jello?
That's exactly the proof that you're surrounded by a lot of angels. So have fun, play with them. Their joy is to support you, support the other people with your gifts. So if you love doing more cooking, do so. If you love doing more chat with your friends, do so. If you love doing internet surfing, enjoy it. So thank
Ken,
you, Michael.
Ken, you're an angel. You have brought such beautiful energy here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you very soon, right, Michael?
Absolutely. So for everyone out there, this is Michael Sandler saying, be well, have fun, dive into the love, join the Arigato Living community, have fun, have fun, have fun with the angels, and above and beyond all else, shine bright. Woohoo! What beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy Ken Honda brings, particularly when it's coming to spirit and money. You can have your money and eat it too. Okay, that's a strange expression, but you can. It's about that frequency. It's about that energy. On that note, if you want to dive in with the angels, if you want to communicate with the angels, if you want to get guidance from the angels, check out our video-based automatic writing program at automaticwriting.com. We've got live classes, we've got teachings. We can get you up to speed almost overnight to help you to begin communicating with the angels today. Again, that's at automaticwriting.com. If you love the show and you want to check out more amazing shows, first off, if you want behind the scenes information, click on the link below to join our Inner Circle community where you get lots of behind the scenes goodness. We're also a podcast, so you can drive down the road or enjoy your favorite run, your favorite gym activity, and be listening on iTunes or your favorite place to subscribe or ingest your podcast as well. So look for us in podcast. You can also subscribe and click that bell icon to be notified of upcoming shows, YouTube premieres, and live events with me. How does it get any better than this? Every Sunday night, simply subscribe, click that bell icon, and for more amazing shows, and by Ken Honda as well, click here as well to check them out. Love you guys so, so much. Big thumbs up if you like this. Leave your comments below. Shine bright. Woohoo! Love you guys.